Namaskar, good afternoon. It gives me great joy to welcome all of you to this afternoon's concert, Meenakshi's traditional Kathak solo. Kathak is one of the 8 Indian classical dance forms, and it emerged out of the uniquely syncretic culture of Islam and Hinduism in northern India. Today we present Kathak to you in its traditional format, that of the solo performance. Kathak was originally performed in the Hindu temples as a form of worship, and then in the Mughal courts as a form of high art. Imagine, if you will, the great hall of a court. The king and his guests sit on velvet cushions. The dancer and the musician performing, entertaining. The audience says, "Vah, kya baat hai?" They make farmaishes, requests. The audience is an incredible part of the performance. Today, in the 21st century, in Sudbury, Massachusetts, we have tried to recreate that mehfil for you, that intimate gathering of dancers, musicians, and arts lovers. The pure thrill of a Kathak solo comes from upach, improvisation. The dancer and the musicians meet with almost little to no rehearsal, and they rely on their own knowledge of the art and their mastery of their respective art forms to come together and create on stage. So no performance is like any other. It's influenced by the artists, the musicians, the time of day, the mood, the hall, the audience. And the focus of the performance is on the skill of each artist in the exchange between the dancer and the musician. So there's very little emphasis on production elements like lighting, stagecraft, costuming. And as a result, the Kathak solo is the highest form of mastery in the art, and it's a deep physical, mental, and spiritual undertaking. Over the past 4 to 5 decades, the Kathak solo is rapidly declining, being replaced by choreography, group productions, and fusion. And so this performance is a testament to the commitment of Chhandika and our artistic director, Gretchen Hayden, to continue to promote and advance this tradition of the Kathak solo. We would also like to thank the Foundation for Metro West and the Performing Arts Connection for their support in helping us make this happen today. So now I'd like to introduce the artists to you. Meenakshi Agrawal has been studying Kathak for a greater part of the last 2 decades. Over that time, she has become an established public health expert. She's become the mother to 3 beautiful young ladies. And throughout that, she has continued her study of Kathak and has emerged as a strong, fiery dancer and a dedicated teacher. And on a personal note, she's a great friend, mentor, and older sister to me. And I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for her. The tradition also dictates that the teacher accompany the student in their first performance. And we're very lucky that Gretchen G is here with us today. She is a senior-most disciple of world-renowned Kathak master, Pandit Chitresh Das. She studied with him for over 35 years in the traditional Guru-Shishya Parampara, master-disciple tradition. And then she moved to Boston, founding Chhandika and establishing a home for Kathak dance in the New England area. She also teaches accredited Kathak courses at Tufts University and Wellesley University. And over her lifetime, she has taught literally thousands of students. But perhaps most notably, she has trained the next generation of dancers, artists, and teachers, ensuring that the tradition is going to thrive for generations. Meenakshi will also be joined by Professor George Ruckert on Sarod. He's a disciple of the legendary Sarod maestro, Ustad Ali Akbar Khan Sahab. George is not only a phenomenal musician, he's also a composer, a noted scholar, and educator. And he teaches at MIT Indian classical music. And what I'd like to add about him is that he's been incredibly generous and selfless in his support to Chhandika over the years, as he continues to do today for Meenakshi's performance. Meenakshi will also be joined by Rajesh Pai on tabla. He's a disciple of Vittal Das Bhatt and Harihar Marhathe. He's a well-known tabla player in the greater Boston area and a teacher, and he's an incredibly sensitive musician, and we're very grateful to be working with him. So without further ado, I'd like to begin the concert. We will start with a short sarod solo and then proceed to Meenakshi's performance. Thank you so much.
That's a